Hello everyone! Today's video is going to be a spoiler-free review of The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This book follows the crew of a spaceship called the Wayfarer, and they are just a huge variety of species and personalities, and they're kind of keeping secrets from each other, and they're on the way to a small angry planet for this job that is going to be very dangerous but could basically set them up for the next year or so. And just on the way there they have these kind of adventures, they stop off at places and we're introduced to this whole huge world and we get to know the characters and the dynamic between them, and it's just so much fun. The writing in this book was honestly amazing, and it was probably the main positive for me about this book. I usually find it really hard to form an attachment to non-human characters unless they're dogs, because I just love dogs, but non-human characters are usually really hard to form an attachment to because I can't relate to them in any way. And this book has a few different alien crew members and I found them really genuine, really likable, which is such an achievement for a writer to do, to completely create a new species and then make them likable and friendly. It was just great. I thought the dialogue between the characters was so genuine and at times really funny. I loved these characters, and some of the descriptions of space and the science behind what the crew of this ship does is just so, they were breathtaking. They were so amazing and I loved it. So yeah, that's definitely the main positive about this book. Honestly as well, the characters in this book were just so great. They were all really vivid and had these unique personalities. None of them felt like background characters that were kind of unnecessary. They all felt really central to the story and really important to the dynamic of the ship. Like, everyone kind of had this way that they fit in. I would have to say my favorite character was probably Sissix, who is the reptilian pilot, who is just so affectionate and adorable. But basically, I loved everyone in this story. I think they were some of the most likable characters I've read about in a while. They were just so much fun and I loved them. Another character that I loved and honestly found really interesting was Lovey, who is the AI of the ship. And this is an AI that is so close to human that if you put it in a body, no one would be able to tell the difference. And I found it really interesting to read about the way that she interacts with the crew and how close she is to being human, and it was just really great. It made me think about whether an AI can ever be human, and I just really enjoyed it. I ended up giving this 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I can't really put my finger on what it was that stopped it from being a 5-star read. The only things I can really think of are, one, that it's got another book in the series. I don't know if it's going to be a long series or if it's just the 2, but I don't really understand where the next book is going to go, and although I'm excited to keep reading about this amazing group of people, or the crew of the ship, I think they're really entertaining, so I will read the next book. I just don't really understand where it's going to go. And the second thing was that there were some interactions or the time spent in a certain location by characters felt kind of drawn out to a point, but these are just small flaws in an otherwise amazing book. In conclusion, guys, I would definitely recommend this book because it's got a beautiful cover, it's got beautiful characters, beautiful writing, it's just really entertaining and great. If you've already read this book, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. But that's it for this video, guys. I upload videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned on those days for more bookish goodness. Toodaloo!